you must have been aware of the fact when the PDP dragged the governor to the Federal High Court and contended that he had defected from the PDP to the APC. And in that case, the Federal High Court agreed with the PDP that he had defected and that he had ceased to be a member of the PDP. Surprisingly, the PDP came back to this tribunal and said, no, if we see a member of PDP, I've never imagined that kind of lack of integrity. You cannot say one thing today and tomorrow you are saying a different thing.
We believed and we said that he won the election fairly and squarely. And you can see from the judgment delivered by the tribunal, they proved, the confirmed their position that they did not even show that they won the case. And that even if the complaints they had made, they did not win the election with the majority of lawful votes. So, by and large, the decision, we are very pleased with it.
Delighted and so excited to address you this evening to tell the state the outcome of the tribunal that those that contested election with us are dear brothers, three of them, Chief Ifeanyi Chukwuma, Professor Bernard Ifeanyi Chukwuodo, and Chukwu Chinedu of AA. Fortunately, Chidendu, not Chinedu, Chidendu withdrew his case unconditionally and believe that when people spoke loudly on that fateful day, 18th March 2023. Fortunately, my brothers, two of them were my mates, born in the same year, and became famous at the same time, made by the Lord Almighty, the year 2023. Many of us have been blessed by God, and as far as I'm concerned, three of us were blessed by God Almighty by giving us the words and enablement. And I give God the grace and thank God Almighty for giving us such unwarranted and unqualified grace to all of us. And I'm here today to thank God for our lives, the lives of almost all of us that went into that journey of contesting the election. I am not against anybody. I pledge with my distinguished brothers, Chief Ifeanyi Chukwuma after winning the election, and he saw and believed that truly I won the election. And I pleaded with him that having contested the election, our duty as people who campaign for the development of our dear state and for the good of our people is to come together, reason together, bring those fantasies that you have in your manifesto. Let us work together and give our people the best governance that they need. I also did same to my brother, Professor Ifeanyi Chukwuodo. I called him, I spoke to him about 3 times on the same issue of us not going to court, of us not challenging the will of our people, because our people spoke very loudly. And after that, many of them gave me their words. Like Odo told me I should give him more time, that he hasn't started talking about election. Since after the election he needed to rest. And I had waited for him to call me, which he didn't. And I had to call him back to extend my resolve for us to work together again. And by the special grace of God, he decided to challenge my mandate in the court of law. That is a very good line that he told. And I'm happy that he told that line because he went to court to seek for justice. If he thinks that there's area that there's the justice we're not giving. And today, the court of law have affirmed all the 3 grounds he raised. Ground number 1, that I am not a member of APC. Ground number 2, that I am not a member of APC. And ground number 3, that I am not a member of APC. He did not challenge the results. These are the 3 grounds he raised. And like what court said, is according to the Electoral Act and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, what qualifies you to be in a position is already stated in the Constitution. And having been sponsored by a political party, and the Constitution and the Electoral Act are in the same line in this matter. And court told the same line, court didn't manufacture a word, so I give kudos to the court of law. And also say that I am aware that our courts have been challenged in so many ways. I've said it time without number, that the people that face trial are the judges. These are the people that face trial. Because 2 of us who are in the court knows the truth. We know who actually won the election. We know what is the truth. Whether I'm a member of APC is known to everybody. I joined APC in that fateful 9th day of November 2020, known to everybody. PDP took me to court. Justice Eko gave judgment in their favor. They celebrated their judgment and seek for my outside in the seat, which by the special grace of God I still have the power or the based on the law to appeal the judgment. Judgment was appealed. Stay of execution was filed in the court. Court didn't grant the stay, and court didn't decide on the judgment until when I withdrew the judgment with the appeal in the court of appeal. And today, court affirmed that it is not in the right of yours to ask whether this person is a member of this party or not a member of the party. It is resolved in the Electoral Act that once you contest primaries in that political party, and that political party sent your name to the INEC, you are now sponsored by that political party and you're a member of that political party. Then 2, you lack the local standard to ask whether this person is a member of that party or not. You don't have the right, because the Electoral Act stated people that have the power to question the pre-election matters. And who are those that have the power to question the pre-election matters? The aspirants of the same political party with the candidate. These are the people that have the right to question the candidacy of that person within 14 days. That's the position of the Electoral Act. Within 14 days. After 14 days, you will not ask that. And court said that 1, you are not a member of the party, and you did not contest election in the party, so you lack the status to come out and say that you are challenging his candidacy. And that is what court said. And that is according to the Electoral Act. They did not manufacture words. And it gives me confidence that, yes, court is the last hope of the common man. See me here in Ebonyi. I know nobody, I visit nobody, and today court gave the verdict in my favor. I give God thanks, and I thank Ebonyians for voting for me. And I ask my brother, Professor Odo, to look at the areas that is still being challenged, or the areas he feels that he has issues, and discuss it with me. Let me see his trouble. If it is what the state can solve it. Court cannot give us peace. The peace has been given to us by God, and if there is anything that he thinks he has that I don't have, that is why I'm here as a governor. He can come and bring that his wealth of experience that he thinks he has that I don't have. And I beg everybody in this state, especially the members of all grand Alliance, All Progressive Alliance, Africa, to join hands in developing these states. They should come and join us. We mean business. We want to develop the states. We don't come here to just display our personal interests. All the commissioners have made a lot of sacrifices for us to develop our states. We are working day and night. We have reached the nooks and crannies of these states to make sure that we give them the evidence of democracy, because our people came out and voted for us in mass. So I plead with him not to proceed in more litigation. There's no gain one becoming litigant. There's no gain. When you see the truth, follow the truth. The only thing that can save you is the truth. And the truth can bring peace and can bring forgiveness and reconciliation. Thank you for that aspect. But I give it to God Almighty, who decided to give us opportunity to engage very sound lawyers. And I thank God for all of them. I can't mention their names because there are many. But about 5 SANs who participated in this case, I give them kudos. SAN Ibasu, Dr. Ibasu, SAN. Umahi, Umahi is also there. He's not SAN. Ibrahim is SAN. He did a very marvelous work. Oguiji is also there. SAN, he did a very marvelous work. I thank him and I thank all of them from INEC side who are also SANs that participated in this case. So I also urge the body of benchers and the Nigerian Bar Associations to review the relationship between those lawyers and also use them as example so that no other lawyers can copy that, because that is what is trying to destroy our country today. I give kudos to the judges for being resilient, for being committed to justice, and today I can beat my chest and say yes, we have court, because I did not make any move to relate to them, and I got justice. And I say I will not, because I'm part and parcel of this profession. So I give kudos to them for giving us justice today, and everybody is celebrating it. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I beg my brother, Chief Ifeanyi to use that words. He's marshalling out and hiring a lot of lawyers to know if they can destroy the courts, to develop our people in our various communities. And I also invite him, those fine manifestos he has, those fine ideas he has, let him, at least by the special grace of God, he should let him come and help me to develop Ebonyi State. My people have spoken, he knows that the people of Ebonyi State spoke very loudly, and they voted for my party, the All Progressive Congress. They voted for me. I give thanks to God. I give thanks to the governor, the former governor of our dear state, Engineer Chief David Umahi, and empowers him, to other leaders of the state for agreeing with us, for campaigning for us, and for believing in us, and to everybody in this state, including the press. I thank you very much for being patient and decided to work with us. It's not because we are perfect, but because we are human beings. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please, I think that applause is too weak for everyone. Thank you. Your Excellency, if you wouldn't mind,